Hi everyone, it's MikaHell. Today I'm going to show you how to do the matrix with the dragon stuff. If there is one movement people want to learn when they do dragon stuff after the cheer, it's the matrix. Like it's so many times asked on internet, in convention. It's ridiculous, and as I really contradicted mine, I really went away of Matrix for so long because I couldn't hear anymore about this move. I didn't know why there were like such a crazy hype around it, but yeah, like it looks really good. Like there's like this really nice motion when you do it, and it looks so impressive. And so yeah, I also want you guys to be able to do it. So that's why also I did like some few tutorials before to prepare to go to this one. And actually, I have to admit that now I start to enjoy to do it again also, because it's a pretty cool move, even if it's I was just over hearing about this one. If you know already about the matrix with contact stuff, it's a really different move because it requires way less effort from yourself to do it. It's way more about letting the dynamic of dragon be there and just be gentle with your motion. And in general, like if you don't know the matrix already, it's a really soft and gentle move. We have tendency to people see like doing like crazy from the top going down, like wow. There's like so much power, but actually if you want to really understand the dynamic of it, we're gonna go more into a soft and gentle way into the matrix and letting the dragon do its job, being patient and lazy at the same time, while putting extra motion when it's not necessary. Also for this tutorial is really required that you know the trapped inward arm roll and around the chest. If you already explored those two concepts, it's gonna be quite quick to get a feeling and probably also to get few matrix in a row. So be sure that you already check them before you go into that video. Before we go into working with the dragon, let's just have a quick reminder of the posture and the body dynamic we will have here. So first, I want you to imagine, so you're doing like not the Bee Gees, but like in a trap with the dragon. Then here, when the dragon is round about your elbow or biceps, you're gonna lean on your right knee, so opposite, you see? And you're gonna watch the dragon and just open so the dragon can roll around your armpit to go to your back. So you are opening slightly, then going in front so the dragon can keep on rolling here. So here you see like I'm pulling and opening my chest so it can roll. Let it roll on my back, so now I'm leaning on both of my knees. Then I switch the weight into my left side and open and gently let the dragon roll, and so I can catch it back with my right arm. Here, it's really important that you spend your time when you relax the dragon. Let the dragon do this circular motion. Don't try to force it, to push it. It will do the job. Your job is just to give him a direction and a clear body posture. The rest the dragon will do it for itself. Dragon is going here. I'm opening to the side, leaning on my right knee. Then here I drop in front. Let it roll on my upper back. Then opening. Let it roll back onto my arm. And this here, for like the important part is also that when I'm doing that, I'm opening and kind of pulling the dragon into this roll and pulling it back in front also. Because here, I'm going down and then here I'm pulling back. You see there is like front, back. And if you can start to have this feeling that you are pulling the dragon in the direction you want, so you are just giving in clean body motion and a direction. The rest of the roll, it do it for you, you don't need to push it or anything like this. Now that we check the body posture, we can start to reconnect into the arm roll. Why do I offer this inward arm roll trap instead of like a Steve or this kind of stuff is because here we have a clear control of it. You have the visual, and it's a half Steve, but simply you have way more control. It's more down also, so you avoid starting from here and getting into way too many rolls and losing control of it. This is a lot of people start from here, which look really cool, and you will be able to do it later also. But starting from so high to so down, the speed is crazy. And most of the time people do the movement but don't feel what's happening or doesn't get really a control, so they get it one time yes, one time not. I want you to be able to have metric as often as you want and in full control. So here, I want you to be able to do this, but also you see to completely open to the side. I'm not just here in front, I'm really opening with my chest to go on each side. And when you see here the dragon being on the elbow, off center, this is when you're gonna lean on your right side and let the dragon roll. You see here, in the end, I failed on the exit. It came back as a roll around the chest like we saw in the previous video. So it doesn't matter if I get the exit because I know how to react to it and play. So it's not a fail anymore. This is also why I teach you around the chest roll, because it's just, in the end, the matrix, it's just also a combination of arm roll and around the chest roll. It's just a combination of movement, and we call the matrix because of the body motion as well. Something who might happen is then when you try to get it back, the dragon is around about your rib cage more than on the level of your armpits, so you end up having the dragon end up on your belly instead of here. So this is like a level work. Then you can also work like on the around the chest roll in the previous video. But one tip to really help me for that is to put intention around my armpit and shoulder and into pulling the dragon where I want, and I want the dragon to roll on my shoulder blade level. So like this, I keep more control and I don't need to drop down so much with my body in front because the dragon will be rolling here. I will show you from the back how it looks like. So you see, when I'm going here, I'm really leaning and also pulling on the side, not too strong, but enough to give a clear intention to the dragon where to go. One tip here, avoid, please, of doing something. I know it makes things feel sometimes easier for some people. Avoid doing that. On some cases, guiding the dragon can help. Here, if you do that, you will start to have the habits of doing it, and so you will not learn to let the dragon do his motion. You will force the dragon to go where you want with your hand, which kills the effect of the matrix, and in the same time give you bad habits. So here, please try to not use your hand, but just let the dragon. If you do this, you are giving enough circular motion to the dragon. So just pull. You see, by going to the side, by leaning at the right moment, you just get it more and more control. Another little tip to help is to keep an eye on what's happening. Try to follow with your sight the dragon. So the one is here and back in front, but I'm already preparing to see the dragon coming back. And by doing so, you're basically tricking your body, because if you want to see it, you need to open. And you need to open your chest, and you need to bend to the side. And so this is what we can work on. Things that can happen when you are doing the matrix is also then your dragon end up, I will try to do it, roll on the body like this. Here is because the circular motion had too much of a short curve, and so end up doing the turn instead of doing it fully and coming back here, he ended up doing it here on one point. So to avoid doing that, what you want is to have your back straight. And what I mean straight is like if you imagine a road and feel that all of your body is at the same point. If you have one part of your body is higher than the other, the dragon will take that as a point to turn on it. So you want to have like a clear straight back when you do it. And if you lean, you see here I'm leaning on both of my knees, then opening. Your body motion gives the direction and the road for the dragon where to go. So if you feel there is those turns, it's because your back posture needs to be corrected, and also you can think of the road you are giving by leaning to one side and to the other to give the direction to the dragon. This is it for this tutorial. Bit shorter than usual, but in fact, if you already learn around the chest and in the inward arm row, you have pretty much almost all the elements you need to get the matrix. The only thing now is to work on the posture and be patient. Let this dragon roll for you, don't do it for him. If you get stuck somewhere, as the matrix is a move sometimes it can be tricky to get, send me a video, let me know how it is going for you, and I will try to see if I can give you more advice or a little correction to be sure that you get the matrix. And also any kind of feedback here is welcome, and I'll see you in the next one.